Why do narcissists always lose? This is the true reality. Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic: why the narcissist continues to lose. Take a moment to think about that. If you enjoy this content, please like, follow, and share. It helps us a lot. Let's get started. Narcissists are always focused on getting what they want. They see life as a race and will do anything to win. And what are the costs? They've taken your time, energy, love, understanding, money, health, and even your help. The price of being with such a person is steep. We now know that narcissists don't deserve any of our time. Once we recognize who they are, we cut them out of our lives. But why do they keep losing? Because they can only deceive you if you're unaware of their tactics. Their power crumbles once you understand their game. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into why they keep losing. Remember, you can reclaim your life. Let's begin. Narcissists made you doubt yourself and feel worthless. They didn't want you to see their true nature or realize your value. They wanted you to constantly apologize, listen, and help them for free. They dished out punishments whenever they felt like it. They treated you with indifference, just as they do with their children, parents, siblings, partners, neighbors, co-workers, and business associates. They always overestimate their own importance and expect everyone to support their narrative. That's why it's so hard to leave them. They make you believe you need them when, in reality, they need you. They convinced you that you couldn't live without them, trapping you in a cycle of self-doubt and hurt. Narcissists are masters of control, and their abuse takes time to unfold. But remember, their cycle will continue without you. In the beginning, everything seems perfect during the love-bombing phase. But it's all an illusion. Next comes the devaluation phase, where you feel lost in a fog, unable to recapture those initial good times, as you're given only crumbs of affection. Eventually, the relationship ends, either because you broke free or they discarded you. Even one more minute in this toxic situation is far too long, and my heart goes out to you. Then comes the Hoover stage, where they attempt to suck you back in. Don't fall for it. The Hoover only means that the narcissist is running low on people to manipulate or wants to check if their hold on you still exists. They're testing to see if their spell still works. Don't let them back in. You deserve to be free from this harmful cycle. When I say unfortunately, I truly wish this cycle didn't exist at all. No one should have to endure it. If you've been through it like I have, I hope you're on your way to healing and detachment. Becoming indifferent means you no longer care about the narcissist or any other toxic people from that time. You're stronger and better without them in your life. Narcissists are their own worst enemies. They destroy every relationship they touch because they thrive on deceit and manipulation. They trick people into believing their false persona. That's why many adult children of narcissists cut ties with them. They recognize what a healthy relationship looks like and know they never had one with their narcissistic parent. Whether it was your mom, dad, or both, these parents never showed real love because they can't. They only seek to hurt and exploit others. They waste your time, money, and energy and cause unnecessary conflicts just because they can. They did the same to me as they did to you. But now we know better, and we steer clear of their toxic behavior. Why does the ego ultimately lose? Their past always catches up with them. It won't be a dramatic downfall like in the movies. Instead, it will be a quiet realization. Imagine them on a plane with a dead phone, left alone with their thoughts. They'll realize that the best thing that ever happened to them, you, slipped away. Not only did you escape, but you also thrived. You rebuilt your life from the chaos, something few can achieve. That toxic relationship almost broke you, but it didn't. You managed to escape, slow down, and reevaluate all your connections. You let go of toxic people, some revealing their true selves and leaving on their own. You found peace. You reclaimed your time and energy, enjoying the freedom to sleep in or go to bed whenever you want. No more endless to-do lists for an ungrateful, arrogant person. You've slowed down, ensured your safety, and set firm boundaries. One of the most empowering things you can do is say no. Saying no to others is saying yes to yourself. Back then, you couldn't say no because you were trapped in a cycle of trying to recapture the good times at the start of the relationship. But those good times were just a facade. The narcissist was showing you what you wanted to see, pretending to be what you desired, just to make you fall for them, even though they knew they couldn't truly love you. Another reason narcissists keep losing is that eventually people see through them. They can only damage so many relationships before it catches up with them. When they find new victims, these people often don't care or love as deeply as you did. Sometimes they even encounter another toxic person who can beat them at their own game. Narcissists believe they can keep causing harm without being caught, but they're wrong. You figured them out, and now you're part of a group that understands. If you're worried about their new target, remember that things aren't as rosy as they seem. The initial love bombing likely hooked them, but from there, it's the same destructive cycle. Not everyone escapes the loop of narcissistic abuse and heals like you did. This new person might never realize what's happening. They might feel trapped, thinking they can't live without the narcissist, unable to see through the fog you once were in. But you escaped. You worked hard to heal. You journaled, meditated, went to therapy, watched movies, read books, and gave yourself the time needed to recover. Each day it got a little easier, and the path to recovery became clearer. It took time, but you healed old wounds and slowly saw the light at the end of the tunnel. You figured out what you needed to do to move forward. These people, especially narcissists, were never good for you. That's why I always advise people to block them. It's not simple, but it might be the best decision you ever make. Today could be the day you decide, you know what? It's time. You've waited, but now you feel strong enough. If you want to block them, just do it. You don't need to explain or defend yourself. Just press that magic button and block them. And once you do, don't look back. We need to live in the present and learn from the past. It's crucial to block the ego and focus on healing. Recovery doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience and time. But you will heal. In the end, you'll see that leaving the narcissist was the best decision you ever made, once you give this process your full attention. Eventually, the long nights, weight fluctuations, and broken relationships will be behind you. With the freedom to make your own choices and set boundaries, your life will be filled with peace and abundance. Meanwhile, as you're getting better and improving, the narcissist isn't doing anything productive. They're continuing their cycle of abuse, making new connections, and exploiting others. Narcissists are like hoarders. They collect relationships and people's lives, destroying everything in their path without a second thought. But that's no longer your problem. Your primary focus is your own well-being and living a life free from their toxicity. Sometimes, the narcissist will reflect on their past and current sources of supply, comparing them. Remember, you are more than just supply. You are a beautiful, bright light. Narcissists, however, don't see you that way. They see you as a resource. They'll realize the difference between what you did for them and what the new person is doing and think, wow, I'd really messed up. I gave up the best thing I ever had. Every relationship with a narcissist ends eventually. The narcissist knows it, and now you do too. You didn't know what narcissism was back then because it's not something you learn about in school. You wouldn't expect someone you're dating to try to bring you down. But now we understand that not everyone has good intentions. Not everyone supports you, and narcissists only care about themselves. So, they look for new sources of food. Most of the time, this makes people think the narcissist is living their best life. That's not true, though. Once they break up with someone, they go after someone else. But this new person might be toxic, haven't healed, or doesn't know how common narcissism is, just like you did. Always keep in mind what I told you. Narcissists keep losing control because they ruin everything they touch. They are determined to keep going because they think no one will ever catch them and that they are free to do what they please. They treat life like a game where they can abuse and take advantage of other people. That's why they take people's time, money, energy, effort, and love without them knowing. They only think about themselves, not other people. That's why they ruin every relationship they're in. What caused the breakup of your relationship with them? The same thing will happen to their new relationship in the end. Thanks for seeing this movie. I hope it was useful for you. If you did, please click like, subscribe, and share to help other people. Don't forget that you're not going through this trip by yourself. Have a great day, and know that I care about all of you.